Ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, boys and girls, I'm Carbonor. Welcome to my channel. I hope all is warm and well in your world today. Apologies for being extra special late today. Apologies. I'll just say this. I had burritos for dinner, and let's just say they wanted out right as I was about to start making my thumbnail and logging on. Let me just tell you right now, for those of you out there, I'm working on my thumbnail, by the way, so give me a minute before we actually start playing. I'll just be chatting a bit. Let me tell you something right now, and this may be a sign that I'm getting old to even, discuss this, but here it is. If you want to be regular, and you know what I'm saying when I say regular, right? Keep keep peanuts. Keep peanuts in your house. Every day, eat about a handful of peanuts. Oh my God, is it so fucking helpful? So fucking helpful. And I know nobody wants to hear that. It's like, I don't want to hear about your shitting, but it's my little tip to all of you out there in YouTube land. Peanuts, just a handful a day. That's all you need. It's like super fiber. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't explain it without getting like completely completely gross. So I won't. But just trust me when I say handful of peanuts a day, and your system will be clean as a motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna get a little graphic because it acts like it almost like imagine that you've got a tube and it's full of gunk, and you just start shoving gravel into it. You know what I'm saying? Like shooting gravel straight into it. It just drags everything out, and that's as graphic as I'm gonna be. Just trust me when I say take that advice. If you never take any more advice from me other than that, buy some peanuts. And you don't have to buy. I know Planters peanuts are fucking expensive as hell, but you don't have to get those. Get do like I do and get a cheap bag of the in shell peanuts. Right? You know that you have to crack open yourself. Just get a bag of those. They're very cheap. I get. What? Let's see how many. 10 ounces. Two 10 ounce bags for $1, or not $1 for $3. Two 10 ounce bags for $3, and it it's amazing, amazing. Because after you have a movement, you're just like, my God, I feel so clean inside. Yes, I'm telling you. But anyway, so I'm finishing up my thumbnail here. One moment. I'm running out of pictures to use. I'm trying to record all the little cut scenes with all my different characters so I can get different angles and do different, all kinds of different shit. But I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like, I'm running out of shit I can do. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start photo shopping some shit or something, cutting and pasting and whatnotery. It's almost done. It's almost done, and I'll be right there. I did do some grinding today, a little bit grinding off stream. Uh, I wanted to get a couple boring things out of the way. Because I know, I mean, I know I'm a YouTube viewer. I watch shit as well, and I know it can get boring watching somebody go over the same mission like 15, 20 fucking times just trying to get one item. And I try not to do that quite so much. So that's why sometimes I do it off stream to spare you the tedious nature of it. We'll go ahead and start moving in. Yes, 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 yes. Messages, messages, messages. Messages, messages, messages. So who out there has decided to go with Windows 11? Because I'm still fighting like hell to resist the it it wants me to. By God, does it want me to? It keeps telling me, "Hey, please, please, we recommend your computer's out of date." It's like, yeah, but I've got protection. I've got antivirus and VPN and all that shit. I'm good. I'm good. Don't sweat it. But yeah, but really, we've got all this. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I think, sadly, the latest laptop that I bought probably came with Windows 11 because it operates differently than my older laptop. And I guess it's not like horrible or anything. I just don't want it. And, the harder you want me to get something, the least likely I am to want to get it. That's just that's just me. Whether it be an upgrade or I don't know, a vaccine, whatever. The more you demand I take it, the more I say, no, no, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. And I'm going to use the basis of you demanding me to as reason why I say, fuck no. Fuck no. Yes, I've mentioned this before. I did not take the vaccine. And we all know what vaccine I'm talking about. I flat out refused. Okay, we're all set up now. I got my thumbnail going, got my phone hooked up for chat. We're going. But yes, I apologize for being this is much later than I think I've ever been. But at least I did post a community note. I don't know. I mean, though, as helpful as those are with YouTube's fucking notifications, as helpful as those are. But yes, yes. What did I do? Bunny, we've got her up to 8 now. I just need 2 more to unlock her arcade trigger. And of course that means that I did get somebody fully upgraded. Bam! Harris is ready to go. Let's go get some arcade trigger. Start off the episode talking about bowel movements. And now we get an arcade trigger animation. It's a roller coaster here. I am Carbonor. It's a roller coaster. What do you mean? What? Oh, I hate you, PlayStation. You've got 50 gigabytes free. Why are you telling me you do not have space for this? Hold on. Let me see if it'll let me do this. Okay. Did that do it? Maybe is that enough? Okay. Am I back? There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Did I do enough? Okay. See, because all I'm wanting is like a minute, PlayStation. That's all I'm wanting is just a minute. See, was that so hard? Was that so hard, PlayStation? A minute? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Literally, I had to go in and delete like a shitty little game that's free to play on in the lab, the PlayStation store. It's like a superhero game. I've seen a couple streamers play it like just for fucking around sake, obscure streamers. And I thought, well, hey, I'll try that out. So I had to delete that. But I don't understand because I've got 50 fucking gigabytes. It says I have 50 fucking gigabytes free storage space. You know what I'm saying? So why does it say I have 50 gigabytes free and when I go to try to record something it says, oh, you don't have room, delete something first? Well, I've got 50 fucking gigabytes. How much more room do you need? You know what I'm saying? It's just dumb. Matching. Okay. What do we want to do for her? I haven't given this to anybody. But I kind of feel like giving it to her. But the lasers don't count as projectile. And she doesn't have a projectile otherwise. So I guess that wouldn't work for her. Battery and RAM, perhaps? Yeah, that could be handy, but, I mean, that's straight up set up for her punching and causing an earthquake. And that's pretty cool. I don't hate the sound of that, but And this, of course, would do well for her poison ring. Additional damage 31%, 35%. That's pretty good. How is that appropriate for fucking Harris? How is that a matching skill type? Hmm, that's not too bad. Hitting an enemy. That's not bad at all. That's actually better than this one by far. I don't know though. That's a lot of that's a lot of debuffs it puts on people. Well, not really. It's just all the elements and the basic defense. Oh, that's. Mm, I like this one though. I'm liking Steel Vanguard. What do we got for Storm Bullet? Yeah, that's what I don't have a piercing projectile. I've just got lasers, and I'm pretty sure those don't count as projectiles. Yep, we're going with Steel Vanguard. Yep. I guess we could check and see. Yeah, it just does that one. So, and let's check out. No, we're just going with. Where'd you go? There you are. We're just going with you. Fuck it. Going with that one. All right. Hell yeah. So we got our tuning done. We got our arcade trigger done. Move on to the next one. Once like I've said before, that's what I'm doing right now is I'm getting everybody's tuning done, which I've done. And then I was going through, and as I was doing that, I was also coming through behind it and getting everybody's arcade trigger finished. So that's what I'm focusing on now. I've got these three left to get their arcade triggers for Bunny, Valby, and Haley. After that, all that shit's done, and then we go back to the start. These three are pretty much done. Each one of them, I think, has like one or two little purple things that I need to change to gold, and there might be a couple little things to do for their weapons, but largely they're good. So now we're gonna start buffing up. Freyna will be the first one that we start, really focusing on her, getting her, getting her maxed out and everything. That's my plan. That's the way I do things. That's the way I keep from getting bored. I could, just pick a character and just start them from scratch and run them through, pump them out, everything. But I like a little variety. I want to play as different people every once in a while. There's a method to my madness. I assure you. Okay, so we need money. We'll start off. We need money, and I think you know what. You know what? We're just gonna take Harris. We're just gonna take Harris to get some money. We'll just give her a run. So I got home tonight from work and spent like 2 hours. There's a lady I follow I'm subscribed to on YouTube, right? Her her channel is called The Charismatic Voice. She's a trained opera singer, and she does research into like you know, vocal cords. That's essentially what the majority of the profit from her channel goes to, is studying vocal cords, you know, and how singing affects your throat and shit like that. She's, you know, it's pretty in depth stuff. And what she does on her channel is that, you know, I think it's once a week, she takes a song that she's, and it's a surprising amount. I'm just going to tell you now, it's a surprising amount of music and songs she has never heard, that you're just like, how do you live your life and never hear these songs? But so she does, you know, the first time listening to it with the viewers. Well, I mean, it's not live, but, you know, she records her first time listening to it. She pauses and she talks about essentially the mechanics behind your vocal cords and how your breathing and your throat and everything. And she'll pause it and discuss, you know, singer's particular tone and how they hold stuff and things like that. And it's especially awesome when she does stuff that I grew up with, like hair bands and stuff like that, because those songs meant so very much to me when I was a kid, and still do, thinking back. And hearing somebody appreciate them for the first time, you know, I don't know, it's like there's a little bit of validation there. There's a little bit of nostalgia. There's a little bit of the fact of knowing what the meaning of it was when I was a kid, over, you know, fucking 40 years ago. But quite often, she'll do songs, especially like the ballads of the hair bands and shit like that, and I'll cry. I ain't gonna lie, I'll cry. And so I was listening to her for a couple hours. That's usually the way I do with her. I try to like save up the ones that, because she does a lot of bands and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about them. I don't care about them. But yeah, tonight was started off with Cinderella, Don't Know What You've Got Till It's Gone. And that just put me in the super sad mood right off the bat, because that's you know, that's a powerful fucking song. Cinderella is probably my second favorite hair metal band, behind Skid Row. Skid Row, fucking amazing. Skid Row is so fucking awesome. I always loved them. From the minute they came out, I was like, oh yeah, you guys are not just a typical hair band. There's something else there. there's a little more behind your music than typical fucking hair bands. And Cinderella was always the same. I mean, but you know, I'm sure everybody who has their favorite hair metal band would say that about them. But yeah, we started off with that one. And, you know, of course, I was crying. I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember. I need to, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I can do this. We'll just look at my history real quick. Okay, yes. And then we went to If I Close My Eyes Forever by Lita Ford and Ozzy Osbourne. Another fantastic one. Another fantastic song. Truly. People don't realize now how monumental that song was when it came out, because Ozzy didn't do ballads. Not not. He just didn't do ballads. And then this all of a sudden out of no, and it wasn't even his song. It was her song. It was on her album, not his. So it was just like huge that this was happening. That he was not just doing a ballad, but doing it on somebody else's record. So, and it's a fucking amazing song. And then I was tired of being sad for a minute. And we went to watching her listen to Limp Bizkit Break Stuff for the first time. And she was just laughing about, she was just like, it's amazing to me how well they captured this human emotion. She just kept saying that over and over again. She was like, some people might not think this is music, but she was like, I appreciate stuff that captures, that's, and I was just like, fuck yes, I'm right there with you. I'm right there fucking with you. Because that song, oh my God, Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. If you could condense me and put me in a song, that is what it would be. It would be Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. Just straight the fuck up. There is no question, no fucking doubt. That song revs me up like nothing fucking else does. I listen to that song and I'm like, okay, I need to destroy. Put something in front of me that I can goddamn destroy without conscience or concern. That's the way that song makes me feel. For the 8 years that I worked in a mental health institute, that was part of my daily routine. I would listen to that song on the way to fucking work and just scream out the fucking lyrics. Because, I mean, if you only knew how many death threats I got every fucking day, just about every fucking day from the asshole forensic fucking patients that we technically weren't supposed to have because we weren't a forensic institute, but yet still over 50% of our clientele were forensic patients that cops were too pussied to fucking be able to deal with. They have guns and shields and fucking sticks and tasers and stuff, and they don't want to deal with them, so they send them to the people that have nothing but a key and a fucking name badge. But hey, great, thanks guys. But I digress. That was part of my daily routine, because it was about a 30 to 40 minute drive to work every day. So there was a lot of preparation mentally in that. And then after Limp Bizkit, it's funny because this chick has her husband is a total metalhead and his favorite band is Megadeth, and she absolutely despises Megadeth. She hates Dave Mustaine's voice, right? But she listened to Sweating Bullets, which is one of my favorite fucking Megadeth songs. It's the one where he's like talking to himself and does, there's like, he's got split personalities. One of them's a fucking axe murderer and one of them is the one who's having to go on trial and all that shit. The one who's having to deal with the repercussions. So it was fun watching her listen to those two songs.
Descendant. The enemy has modified the ancestors' weapon with Vulgus technology and are using it to emit inversion energy.
Hold on.
It appears they are defending the gate with it. The weapon contains ancient archae. The structure on the ground draws and releases this. Descendant, I will show you the properties of the archae stored within the weapon. You can disconnect the energy using the old
No, there's no reason at all that I'm coughing, and I'm offended that you're asking. It's none of your business what's making me cough. None of your business at all. But then, I closed out my viewing session with her with a song that I with a particular. She's had it out. It's been out. Where? What? What am I missing? Am I just gonna step on all these motherfuckers, or you guys fucking know that before? Just step on all these bitches. Oh, that's asshole over there. That's what. That's what was happening. I've decided I kind of like this gun. But yes, we close it out with one that I had been putting off because in the history of humankind, with all the many accomplishments and all the things that we have ever done, all the miracles that we have performed, and all that time, only two songs, two perfect songs, have ever been written and recorded by humans. Only two. There's only two. One of those is Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. And the other is Purple Rain by Prince. And she did a listen to Purple Rain. And yeah, I cried. I don't cry when celebrities die, even if they're celebrities that, you know, that I've loved and adored my whole life. You know, when they die, I'll be sad. You know, I'll be like, fuck, that fucking sucks. But I don't cry when celebrities died.
Descendant, the enemy commander
I was at work
using the inversion energy as a personal barrier.
One night.
We must find the device with its same arcade properties.
That
you need to attack that device from above to
Prince
penetrate
died.
the inversion energy.
And I cried all night long at work. You know, I did my best to cover it up. You know, I tried to do the manly, you know, clearing my throat a lot and not looking anybody directly in the eye and shit like that. The day Prince died, I cried all night long at work. So that one, you know, I don't know. You can fight me on that, on the only two perfect songs in the world, in the history of man. You can fight me on that if you want to try. You will lose. You will lose. There's only two. Two perfect songs. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd and Purple Rain by Prince. So I just thought I'd mention that just cause. Just cause. But yeah, I encourage you, if you're a fan of music, you know, she listens to shit from, you know, all kinds of generations. She doesn't just, you know, it's not just a hair metal thing, but the 80s music does come up quite a bit. Hair bands do come up quite a bit. So if you're into that kind of thing, I would encourage you, you know, to check her channel out. It's just really interesting hearing somebody who's like an expert on vocals, you know, talk about these bands that, you know, most people would be like, that's not singing, and with appreciation and respect, you know. It's not, she sometimes, you know, will bring up the you know, the lyrics, but most of the time it's purely a essentially a study in their particular style of singing. Like she was she had never heard Cinderella before, and she was kind of blown away with Tom Kiefer's voice and how unique it is, and she was just astounded. And it's understandable if you've listened to Cinderella, he does not have an average, typical voice. His voice is very distinct, very distinct. Oh, let's see. You know what? Let's do you. Let's do you for some money. And we will go with... Yeah, fuck it. We'll go with the maid outfit. Why not? Why not? You have a little cheesecake early in the morning. Charismatic voice is what her channel is. If you're interested in music and the essentially the science behind the biology behind singing, you might get a kick out of it. Her videos are like 25-30 minutes long. They're not that big an investment in time. And if it's a song that you really care about, it's really enjoyable listening to somebody praise it. You know what I'm saying? Listening to somebody get those meanings behind it for the first time that you knew about, 40 years ago.
To cause an inversion overload explosion.
When she like, especially with certain songs, she'll be like, I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I'll be sitting there going, oh, just wait, you have no idea. You have no idea yet. It was that way with Purple Rain. Like, early on in the song, she was like, I can't wait to see where he goes with this, and I was like, oh, honey, you have no idea. You have no idea where he's about to go with that.
If you have found the drone which has the correct arcade properties, I can adjust the output to cancel out the blast energy.
But that does astound me. I mean, again, coughing for no reason at all. And certainly nothing to that. I just ingested. But it astounds me. I know there's a lot of music out there. I know there's goddamn blue million fucking artists and different shit. I get that. I get it. But sometimes it just astounds me how you could go through your life and never have heard certain songs. And Purple Rain is one of those songs. How you never heard fucking Purple Rain? That is like the song by Prince. The most recognizable song by Prince. I mean, it wasn't just a movie. It wasn't just an album. Or, I mean, it wasn't just a song. It wasn't just an album. It was a fucking movie, too. It was Prince. I mean, she said she had heard When Doves Cry, like, in passing and everything, and that's like, okay, yeah. Yeah, goddamn. I fucking love Prince. I always loved Prince. Even for a young metalhead, Prince was the epitome of fucking cool. Prince was fucking cool. No matter the genre, no matter the style, no matter what it was, if you didn't think Prince was fucking cool, you were a fucking idiot. He was one of those artists that he was beyond. He transcended genres. This is, dude, you are on the edge. It is dangerous for me to do my fucking catch bomb. My swanton bomb. And now you're over a hole. You are an asshole. You are a fucking asshole. Where'd you go? Okay, now you're fucked. Now you're fucked. Now you're fucked. Because now you got a thing behind you that can catch me. You're fucked. Yeah, when I was a kid, Jesus Christ. The reason that I wear round sunglasses instead of regular, well, it became wraparound glasses. I started wearing wraparound glasses at some point in time, but until I graduated high school, the only sunglasses I would wear were the granny style round ones, because that's what he wore in the movie Purple Rain. He heavily influenced me as a child as to what. There's two different kinds of cool, you know. What am I not done? Oh, it's over. We're done. Oh. Hey, I didn't know this was down here. There's the aloof cool, and then there's the effort cool. You know what I'm saying? Metal and rock and roll is the aloof cool. But even we recognize and respect the effort cool. You know, the ones who do care about their appearance, the ones who, you know, Prince was just fucking smooth, dude. Everybody knew it. Everybody fucking knew it. Oh my God. If there is one artist that I would bring back, that he would be the one. You know, we've lost a lot of amazing fucking metal musicians and singers. But if I could bring any artist back, it would be Prince. Did I do that? No, I just did that once, so we need to do it again. We need to do it again. I got distracted because I'm talking about something I care about. I do care quite a bit about music. You know, as a kid, at least when I was a kid, fuck, who knows how it is now, because music isn't what it used to be. You know, it's all a song by song basis. I wouldn't be surprised if most people don't know who half the goddamn songs that they listen to are sung by. You know, there was something about when I was a kid about getting the CD or the cassette, you know what I'm saying, and taking it out and opening the fucking thing and reading the lyrics and seeing the pictures of the band or whatever pictures that they were wanting, you know, to show you for that particular song, or not song, but album.
Descendant, there are ancestor
and you listen to it, just that one thing over and over and over again until you knew every word, every, you know. every key change, every guitar lick. You knew it all by heart.
They have also blocked off the
And it wasn't just something you listened to. It was who you were.
Container to reveal the
you know?
RK stored inside. If I know the ancestors, they will have already identified the RK's properties.
I don't know.
Just before the explosion happens, find the
It's so
drone
fake
that
and
matches
phony
the
now.
RK's properties and use it as cover.
And say what you will.
That drone seems to have similar technology to your inversion.
Say what you will about hair metal bands. They weren't fake and phony. They weren't fake and phony. They were about as authentic as you could get. They were uncontrollable. They were fucking wild. You know, the record companies didn't know what the fuck they were gonna do from one minute to the next. They were hopped up on every kind of fucking drug you can imagine. They were fucking everything that goddamn walked. They were fucking authentic and real. They were just a bunch of fucking teenage boys who were given the goddamn world on a silver platter. Nowadays, the images are so polished and pristine and clean, and they put out their little fucking statements about every fucking bullshit and apologize for everything, and it's just fuck that. Fuck that. We need, you know what we need in this world? We need a little more fuck you. That's what we need. We need a little more fuck you in this world. We need to get a little bit of that back.
The inversion energy emitter installed on the ancestor.
Oh, I don't like that you, but fuck you. Oh, I don't like that you said fuck you. I don't like that you did fuck you. I don't like that fuck you. Fuck you. How's about that? How's about you roll it up real fucking tight and go fuck yourself with it? How about that? Can you do that for me? How about that? You keep telling me shit I need to do for you. How about you go fuck yourself for me? How about that? Reciprocate just a little bit. If you don't mind, that'd be okay? Since we're doing a little give and take here. You're asking me to do stuff. You just go fuck yourself for me. Sorry. There's a little bit of channeling there for a second. little channeling. Little repression. Little repression there. But yeah, we need a little more of that attitude back. We need to stop worrying about people's fucking feelings. If you get offended by something, good. Go fuck yourself. Go hide in your fucking house. Go crawl under your goddamn bed and cover your fucking ears and scream, nah, 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 I can't hear you. Because we don't give a shit. We're all grown-ups and adults out here. The worst thing that ever happens to you in your goddamn life is that you get offended. You led a pretty fucking goddamn sheltered, protected fucking life. Oh my god, I had to think about something I didn't want to think about for 5 fucking seconds. It's the worst thing that's ever happened in the history of man. Fuck you. Sip of the old mellow yellow. The Uncaged. I don't like any of these names. Usually I like some people's names. I'm not happy. I usually don't like names with numbers in them. Because I know why there's numbers in them usually. It's like, okay, you really wanted that name, but there was a 867 before you. I get it. Pick something else. The only reason, I'll say this. You say my name with the V, the 0, the dash, the underscore, and then my name. Now, I'll tell you the story behind that. I've told it before. When I first got my first, I want to say it was my PlayStation 3. I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 3 was the first time that I had signed on for anything. Yeah. Because it was WWE 2K14 that killed my PlayStation 3. When I signed up for an account, right? I put in my name, Carbonor, and I fucked something up. I can't remember if it was the email or something. And the process didn't take. So I was like, okay, fuck. So I went and did it again, and it wouldn't give me Carbonor. It said somebody already has this. And nobody else had it because it was going to give it to me. But I fucked up something with my email. And then because I had tried to create one with that name, it said somebody had it. You see what I'm saying? I tried over and over again, and he was like, nope. And I know that's what it was. That's absolutely what it was, because it said that it was available when I first selected it. So it's not like somebody else out there had it. And that was what fucked it up. It has nothing to do with it. So it wouldn't give it to me. And then I was like, well, shit, okay. And I was not going to put a 1, or anything like that. So I noticed that a lot of people that were like in guilds, and shit like that, would have similar stuff around their name to signify this is, I'm part of this guild or this group. You know what I'm saying? I was noticing that, and I was like, okay, well, let me do something like that. So that's why I've got the V 0 dash underscore on either side of my name. Is it supposed to, Yeah, I know. Plus, I thought that it kind of made it look sort of like, those little wings that you get when you're a little kid and you fly on a plane. At least you did when I was a kid. They would come around and they'd give you the little wings. Say the pilot said to give these to you. That kind of thing. Made it look like that a little bit. So that's why. That's why that's not just straight up Carbonor. Because I fucked it up. It would be had I not fucked it up. And as you see, I also added my titles back. It used to say something about protector of graves or some shit like that, and I didn't like that. But then I saw this. I think somebody might have had that a week or so ago. I might have seen that. So I may be copying a little bit, and I apologize if I am. I was hoping there would be death. Death would be in one of the columns of words, and I would just put that up there, just death. But it wasn't, unfortunately. Maybe I don't know, is it unlockable? Is death one of the words? Because I'd like to do that. Oh, golly gee. Alright, so we've got all our money for the day. We got our money. So now, we will do some missions. Switch back to her standard outfit. We're gonna do Glay. We're gonna do some Glay. Speaking of Glay, let's get our shit out of the mail here real quick. Alright. What kind of guns do we have here? What kind of shit do we have for those? Didn't I get the secret garden yesterday? I want to say I did. I'm not sure I got any out of the amorphous materials, but I recall, yeah. Okay, well, we'll go for it again. No, we won't. We'll go for these. Oh yeah. Wait, shit. There we go. Oh, how much better she is now. Goodness gracious. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, those burritos tore me the fuck up. They don't usually do that. I think I put way too many. Usually, burritos, I will like take a couple of slices of onion and dice it up, and I will caramelize that before I ground the beef in it. And I think I used too many onions this time, because it tore me the fuck up. It doesn't usually do that. Gotta let me out of this hole. Who's behind me? Alright, guys. Alright, now. Let's just deal with you motherfuckers up here on your little perches. People always ask me why I give her the Python and don't just use the restored relic. It's rate of fire, man. It's rate of fire. Is there somebody still up here? Yes. Rate of fire. And the time it takes that the restored relic to shoot off 2 shells, the Python has already fired off about 100 bullets. gunfire. But you know, that's just two different schools of thought that you can go with. If somebody says, hey, I'm going to give you unlimited ammo, you know, for a minute and a half, do you want less bullets but more damage, or more bullets and less damage? So it's just whichever way you tend to go. I like the gentle pitter-patter of gunfire, so I'm going to go with more bullets. Oh, the whole gaggle of you over here. I appreciate y'all standing in a huddle. That makes it easier. I don't have to aim or nothing. I just have to point. You can kill bosses with her now. It's so fucking awesome. It's so awesome. I mean, you could before, but it took about, you know, a slow eternity to get it done. And now you just fucking waylay them. Okay. Now, what do we got here? What does this do? Already got it. Okay. Never mind. We'll just do that one, and we'll do that one. And we will switch to... We'll go with Daya. No, we'll go with Luna. We'll go with Luna. I would use this one, but it's still broke. I don't know why. It's still broke. It's still broke. Good morning, Emmanuel. Did they patch what? He asked, did they patch? I don't think so. Oh, it's not Luna. At least I don't think it's necessarily Luna. I think it, wait, is it a Luna outfit? It's just this outfit. For some reason, that outfit is broken. Oh, okay. He says, so I thought they patched the bugs. I guess they must have missed one. And we'll just do this. We'll just go for the crystallization catalyst thingies. We'll just go for that. Son of a bitch. Rookie mistake. Uh-oh. There's my little platform. There it is. Who's left? Where are you at? God. Luna sort of lost it there for a second. She let the rage take her. Be careful with letting the rage take you. Yeah. Bitch!
Let's go!
Goddamn! Alright. Alright. Okay. 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 Is that how we're gonna be, gang? Is that how we're gonna be? Okay. Okay. Your choice. Make this happen. I didn't want it to happen. That's not gonna stop me. Later. Are you getting dizzy yet? Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. I guess we'll get those. And that one. Might as well. Oh, I'm surprised it just go ahead and take me. Surprised it didn't just take me right back to Albion. Alrighty. Let's get rid of this shit. Lap. All right. Yeah. Oops. We'll go with that. Mask on. Going out into combat. Got her mask on. Blair wears his all the time. But Dia doesn't. The only time you'll find Blair without his is when you go into the lounge, and occasionally he'll be out of uniform. How did that not get you guys? How did that not get you guys? Too far. Damn it. Overshot the hell out of that.
Terminating. Target confirmed. Target confirmed. Target confirmed. Target confirmed. Eliminating. Approaching. Eliminating. My shields. Target confirmed.
Target to be eliminated.
Target confirmed. Shield down.
The Legion is eternal.
Ooh, I may need. I bet I don't. I bet I don't. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I need that one. Where are you at? There you are. No. I mean, no. I need that one. Okay. Alright. So we need that one now. We need the cord. We need the charger. That's what we need. Charging cord. I expect to upgrade the weapon without a charging cord. I mean, really. Better have the right adapter. Otherwise, you're just fucked. That's kind of what happened to me the other day. I bought, like a couple of, maybe last month. As if you remember, I was having a problem with my controller. It was like every, I don't know, hour or so, it would just decide to stop working, and I would like twirl in circles and shit like that sometimes. What I ended up doing to fix it was I got a new charging cord, and I basically have my controller hooked up directly to a plug-in, to an outlet. I've got, you know, the plug-in charger and then the cord just directly from the outlet to the controller. And I have not had that problem since. And it's a really good cord, and it's a super fucking fast cord. And I was gonna get another one, and I fucked up and got the goddamn iPhone version cord. I was so mad. Luckily, they're only $10, so, you know, I'm not out a tremendous amount of money. But yeah, I forgot to mention that I had figured out how to fix my controller. Yeah, I just plugged the bitch directly into the wall now. Well, not into the wall, into my multi-port whatever adapter, my plug-in adapter. Not had a problem with it since. It doesn't get hot like it used to either. Being directly connected to the PlayStation, it used to get as hot as the PlayStation, but now it doesn't. It doesn't really get hot at all. Now if I could just figure out a way to keep my PlayStation 5 from getting hot. That would be nice.
Humans are like
Shield down.
There's where I needed to be on that one. Somebody left?
Exterminating.
I thought that I would have had issues with it, with like the PlayStation. I thought, my first thought when I said, well fuck, I'm just gonna plug it directly into the wall, was, well, will the PlayStation still recognize it if it's not, you know? And I was like, well, it does when it's wireless, so I don't see why it would matter.
Approaching.
And it doesn't.
Target acquired.
That just sucks that, you know, PlayStation's products are shittily made. But I guess it shouldn't really be a surprise. You plug your fucking goddamn PlayStation or your controller into your PlayStation and it stops fucking working. Like, yeah, that makes sense. That's a good. Is that a bug or a feature?
Shield down. Eliminating.
So, PlayStation 5 users out there, if you ever have run into that problem, if your cord, I'm sure most people don't play connected like I do, though. I'm sure most people take advantage of the fact that it's wireless, but I sit so close to the fucking PlayStation and to the TV that there's no reason to. There's no reason to go wireless. I'm literally just right here. I mean, it's not like pressed up against my face or anything like that. But, I'm close enough where it just doesn't make sense. Battle pass. What do we get? Ooh, a core. Oh, we've almost got that. Oh, what do I need to get that? Start research. Okay. Do I have anything? Where am I? Where the fuck am I? Go back to Albion. Yes, research. Crimson Inferno. Crimsons. Vampiric Karma. Crimson Law.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Anything I can start making that I don't already have at least one of. No, not really anything I need to worry about. But we'll do this. And that does that. And that puts me where? Ooh, halfway. So I need 40,000. What can I do to get 40,000? What's the easiest things I can do? I don't know. Fire should be easy. Melee could be easy. Hmm. Hum. All right, we're back at Albion, so you can take the mask off. What's left? Let's do. We don't really need to go through Sigma. Well, yeah, I do, because. Well, no, I don't. I will. Probably. Let's do. Let's do her real quick. Damn it. And we will get that little mission of hers over with. And let's go. We'll go with her. Standard attire. I just lost and found. Just lost and found shit.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. Our soldiers have suffered extensive casualties while holding off the enemy onslaught. These resources
Well,
were seized from
you
the
can
enemy
send them home
forces.
today,
They must be
'cause I'm
transported
here.
safely to Alpha.
Watch your feet. How was that?
Stay ahead of the game.
No way. Reload. This is your grave.
Be still, bitch.
Melt away. Watch your feet.
Losing any more soldiers for the time being. Thank you, Descendant. You're a lifesaver.
Good doggy. Good doggy. All right, we did that. We're going battle mode. Battle mode. Unless, of course, if there's anybody out there. Seems there is. Might as well get a few of these. Come out of the fire, dude. There we go. I got the last one. Somebody's gonna have to get Toku. Somebody's gonna have to take his attention for a minute. Where'd you go? Okay, sorry. If I had to stop and try to heal him, he would have wasted me. Absolutely wasted. How many of those do I have right now? Let's see. 444. I might as well. We might as well. Just keep going. Just keep adding them up. I'll need them eventually anyway. triple shot at me. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Sweet. You know, we'll do one more. You know what? We'll do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. I believe this will leave me over 500. basket. We'll just do a few of those a day. Start collecting up some of those green tickets. As I know sooner or later, there's going to be something that I will absolutely just have to have. Sooner or later. So I might as well be prepared for it instead of, frantically trying to get the fucking tickets in a limited space of time. Switch back to normal. Click. What do you got here? Okay. Now, wait. 2 more points. We'll do that, and we'll do that. Axiom planes, here we come. We'll go down here and raise hell for a minute. Till wall crasher time.
cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area. Breach creatures multiplying. There must be a colony.
Jesus Christ.
Need help!
That didn't take long. Go get one of these.
The Vulcans nearby seem to have spotted it as well. Remove them quickly.
That didn't work.
That was close. All right, now we will go wait for the wall crash. Oh, it's yellow. Let's see. 504 of those now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that number. Could be higher, but at the moment that number is okay. Is okay. I want to check for something. Ah, yes. Battle Pass. Battle Pass. That's what we were checking. Fire skills. Very close. Hmm. I like to think that I could get that fairly easily. Both of those, the fire skills and the melee, if I just singled Sigma. I think I could get them both in one go. There's a good chance, anyway. One minute. Here we go. So we're not going to end the episode on a wall crasher, but we will have done a wall crasher. Because I'm going to go try to get that melee and fire achievements. Because I really want that E-save or E-clip. What? E-save. Whatever the fuck it is. guy was checking me out there. I don't know for sure. Seems like he might have been. When you pull the old Ghost Rider on them. Gets them every time. They're like, "Ooh, cool." All right. I'll be on. Let's go see what we got. That should have been the daily thing for Axiom. And it was! And it was! Do I have enough to do my last upgrade yet? No. No. I'm away. No biggie. No biggie. And now, what we're going to do... God, that fucking thing gives off these. Ridiculous amount of these blue fuckers. Ridiculous amount. What do we have here? Okay, we got that. This engine module, we got that. Oh, we got more than one. Because we got a thing up here. Wait. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can't do this. We go all by my lonesome. Oh, I do need to. Okay, I do need to do these. So I will do those real quick.
This is Hound Action to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
long as I don't pick those things up, they'll just keep sending out bad guys. Huh. Alright, they're not coming out fast now. So. We'll just go ahead.
The transport has dropped a wide-ranged shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
Yeah. $75. Sweet. All right.
Deploying arcade. I am the original.
There it is.
Extraction from Operation Zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
All right, so I got one of them. In the melee. Yeah, I can do that. We're gonna just restart this bitch.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy.
Now we're
within the
going with
operations zone.
melee.
All units, please proceed
Going
at
with
your
the
own
sword.
discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
Descendant, confirm the large-scale locust transit. Attack their deployment.
I just did it. Hell yeah. Ah, got me. Alright, there's no real reason to continue going because I got what I came here for. No real reason. Okay. Get rid of this shit first. And I believe tonight we will get a new weekly bonus set. So we will have some new stuff to achieve. What did I miss? There they are. Battle Pass! I got it! What's next? What the fuck even is that? A stupid ass backpack. We're just gonna go right over here. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna go right there. We're gonna do that. By God. Now let's go over here. See if we can get some new action figures. Still looking for the gold. Six. Come on. Be good to me. What is that? Not the special version. I have a hard time deleting anything with Viesa. I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? All right. I like how shit's shaping up. Is there anything else I can do at the moment? I don't think so. I don't think so. What is this? Okay. I think we had a decent day. Went through a lot of different shit. I didn't get much accomplished in the way of, progress for any of the characters or anything. But we did start out with an arcade trigger animation, so that's always a good way to start out a show. I might try to have Bunny ready for her arcade trigger by tomorrow's episode. That might be doable. It's only 2 levels. We'll see what happens. But it is within the realm of possibility. And then we can start another episode with an arcade trigger animation. Thank you guys for being here. Everybody who was. Always appreciated, guys, that you're willing to spend a little bit of your precious time here in my little corner of YouTube. I can't tell you how much it means to me that y'all are willing to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lurkers, for those of you who were here but didn't say anything, hey, that is totally fine. We like the shy guys here. You're all good. Don't even sweat it. Just you being here is helpful. And to all those who may be watching this as a video later, thank you for making it this far into the video. If you don't make it this far into the video, how can you hear me thanking you for making it this far into the video? Do you see my logic here? Do you see how it works, how it flows? How there's a sense to it? Because there is. If any of those groups of people, if you liked what you saw here today, if I entertained you, made you laugh or chuckle or smile or any of those kind of things, made you feel warm and fuzzy inside, maybe you could see your way clear to leave me a like, a comment, a share, or a subscribe. Any one of those things is immensely helpful for the channel, helps it grow, helps it flourish, helps push me into that algorithm and spread me out there in front of everybody, which doesn't sound really all that much of a good thing the way I just described it, but you know what I mean. We're 86 subscribers away from the 500 that I need for the next major milestone of the channel. 86. I think I'm like 30 something watch hours away from hitting the 3,000 mark, so that one is all but done. But we just got to get that pesky 86 number down. So anything y'all can do to help would be awesome, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you choose to support the channel in another way, maybe you're looking for a different way to support the channel, you will find links on my YouTube community page to my Patreon and my Ko-fi. These are completely optional and completely up to you, but if you saw something here that you think might be worth a buck or two, that would be the place to drop it. Any donations would be greatly appreciated. While you're at all that shit, check out the rest of the stuff on my channel. I have over 1,200 videos. That's what I said. I know, it's an astounding number. Over 1,200 videos. Just sitting there waiting for your entertainment. I've got concerts I've been to. I've got original music that I write the lyrics to. And let me repeat, I write the lyrics to. I do. I used to be a singer-songwriter, and I give life to those songs through an AI app in the form of a 4-piece all-girl metal band called The Circle. I have 10 albums on my channel right now, 10 whole albums with, I think there's 12 songs, at least 12 songs a piece on each one. So if you're interested in you know, chick rock or chick metal or just rock and metal, alternative, you know, modern rock, you're into that kind of shit, I'm telling you, check it out. Put your bias aside. Stop believing the bullshit that they're trying to tell you about it online. It's just a cool thing to do right now is to hate on AI. And if you ask most people why, they couldn't tell you. I don't know, because they said it's stealing. Well, you're an idiot. It's not stealing. Sorry, you just don't understand what you're talking about. And that, unfortunately, is the position of most people out there who are currently riding the all AI is bad bandwagon. Oh, it's all slop. It's not all slop. Some people are using it as a tool the way it should be, as a tool to create, and not a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Some of us out there see it as a way to do things that we couldn't do before. And some people out there think it's a way to, you know, fake talent. So, you know, check it out. That's what I'm saying. There's 10 albums. You know, it's a maximum of 30 minutes or so you know, a piece. You know, is it going to kill you? No, it's not. Give it a shot. You may like it. You may be like, wow, this is pretty good. Just give it a shot. It's the way of the world. It's the way of the future. You're not going to get rid of it. It's not going to go away. You might as well accept that. You can go kicking and screaming if you feel like it. But AI is not going anywhere as a tool for artists to use. It's just not. It's not. So, suck it up, buttercups. And you can also find the lovely ladies of the Circle every Wednesday on Wicked Wednesday Night. That is the female division of my original character Simulated Wrestling Federation. The men's division is on Monday for Monday Night Mania. Then I also have a female celebrity federation. It's every Tuesday night download. I'm late with that one today, and I apologize. Shit's just getting away from me. I'm gonna get all this stuff straightened out. Just give me time, guys. I'm in a low energy funk right now. I'll get out of it. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. And of course, every morning I do these live streams where we play First Descendant. Sometimes I play with the chat. Sometimes the chat gives me shit. Usually the chat gives me shit. That's just the way of the world. But a fun time is had by all. Regardless, usually between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m.-ish, depending on my real-world work schedule, and I am often late, and I apologize for that. That's part of that shit getting together that I need to do. I also do between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. on Fridays. I do Fall Guys Fortnite Fridays. You know, if you're hanging out in the chat and you see me, or hanging out and you see me with either one of those, feel free to play along. You know, say drop a comment in the chat. Say, hey, can I play with you? I'll be like, hell yeah, let's go. On top of all that, I got a shitload of playthroughs, all kinds of genres, all kinds of titles. I got a massive library of over 300 games that I keep in rotation as shit ends. I put new stuff in. If there's something out there that you're interested in seeing me play, drop it in the comments. I'll check my library. There's a good chance that I might have it and I can work it into the rotation. But you won't know unless you ask. And ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, boys and girls, I guess that just leaves me to say thank you once again. And I really mean that, guys. You guys are the bomb. Thank you very, very, so very much. And until next time, later.